Well, I just tried to do this video and then I went to click upload because I record these on YouTube now, and it said this functionality is not available right now. So now I'm bummed about two things. The first of them being that this gravimeter that I spent so much time doing the calculations for is probably not going to happen, because finally today, Dr. Hobbs, we finally talked to him, and he said if you can measure if you can get a graph that shows the curvature of the square root function that you should see with the change in gravity over, because we're using a capacity generally in earlier physics classes. You can measure the acceleration due to gravity with a spring. We're going to do this really accurately by putting on the end of the spring a capacitor instead of a mass, and then we can measure the capacitance of the two parallel plates. We can measure the capacitance with a capacitance meter, which Dr. Hobbs is not so keen on, because he's like, if you're measuring capacitance with a black box that tells you the digits, why can't you just measure gravity with a black box? So he said it was okay under one condition, and that was if we showed him the plot, and it's perfectly linear. Yay! I worked out the values of delta G. We wouldn't measure gravity we could measure gravity accurately to maybe 4 or 5 digits, but that's not quite enough, because we're measuring delta G's in the hundredth, thousandth. Very small changes in gravity, but those are changes in gravity from one floor of a building to the next. We would be able to measure those with this thing that has used for physics demonstrations and also for geologists. You can, because acceleration due to gravity varies with altitude, with your radius from the center of the Earth. So that varies with a lot of things. So that would have been really cool, but we would, taking a plane would not get us high enough to see that curvature on a graph. So that's apparently probably not going to happen unless we use self-resonating frequencies to measure the capacitance instead of a box. Yeah, capacitance meter. He says that might be okay. So either we put effort into that, or we roll a ball down a ramp and call that our project. That's literally what we're going to do. It's a bit more complicated than that, but I'm going to work for Greenwood. I can walk to their office from campus, which is nice. Me and 4 other people, I think, are going to do our economic and sustainability project on that. Next week is Earth Week, and so there are a bunch of cool talks going on. Valve is coming to campus, and they're going to talk about being green in the gaming industry or something. So I'm really excited for that talk, and I'll tell you about it probably on Friday. Other than that, not too much. I remembered what I wanted to say on Tuesday, which was so long ago, right? Like, I almost did this video yesterday, and then I wouldn't have lost consciousness between my 2 vlogs, because I didn't get any sleep Monday night. For the first time, I think, in me staying up all night, I didn't even close my eyes. That energy drink was so effective. I was very tired the next day. So I remembered what I wanted to say, and that was Craig told me that I was talking with a manager, and either I started arguing with him, or I just disagreed with him, or something, and whoever that was very not impressed. So that, I don't recall arguing with the manager. That doesn't seem like something I would do, but Craig says that I argue with people. Which maybe I might, like, I would because I like representing both sides of the argument, so if I will choose the opposing view to defend in most cases. I really wanted to work for Greenwood, but it seemed like most of the class wanted to do their volunteer work there. So I was going to sacrifice the volunteer position that I really wanted, because that was the mainstream thing. Too many people were doing that. So, and also, if I don't have an opinion very often. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm a very opinionated person and I just don't know it. I feel these are things I should know about myself. But if I make a judgment call or if I have an opinion, I think I will defend that. Although I also seem, from what I know of myself, I'm very wishy-washy. Like, it doesn't take very much to persuade me to do something else, usually, most of the time. And if a manager tells me to do something, that is very persuasive, and I will do that, I think. So I really don't know to what he is referring. He wouldn't tell me. So I just need to watch that, I guess. Um, Although, in physics, there's one of the guys in my physics group. He, I don't know, like, I'm at the weird spot in this physics group where, like, I don't think I'm the one that knows the most. I'm not in calculus right now. I am not incredibly confident with my physics abilities. But this guy is very confident of what he knows in physics. And I've taken more physics classes than he has. Maybe I haven't done as well as he has. But he got a 3 on the AP Physics test. I got a 4. Anyway, so he just kind of takes control of the group and says, we're going to do this, and, like, I'm right. And I don't know, it's kind of annoying to me that my opinion isn't, or I say something, I'm like, no, as we're doing a lab, it's important in labs for us to work together. I'm like, no, we don't actually need to record that measurement, that's not going to, and he just doesn't believe me. He's like, no, you're stupid, I know what I'm doing. So I've never encountered that in a lab. I've been wrong before, but usually I'm the one people think are right. And I am right in these cases, and so we're being very inefficient in labs because he's leading us in wrong directions, and I don't know how to stop that. Other than do my homework, I guess, and do better in physics, which I need to do my homework now. Alexis, I would like to hear about your job serving frozen yogurt. You said a year. Like, are you just planning on staying there a year, or have they hired you for a year? Anyway, very cool. Sorry about the lighting in this video. Oh, I got new glasses. I said that in my last video. They're a little bit loose. I'll probably have to go in and get them readjusted. But I chose the frames a little while ago, and my mom went and picked them out, or I bought them, and I don't really remember them. These are not the frames that I remember picking out, but they are nice. And the prescription is actually a lot different. Like, it was actually 20/20. And looking at that paper on the wall, I cannot read it. I have to strain my eyes quite a lot to... I wish I could see stuff. Man. So, that's all that's going on over here. I would have said yes to zombies on Friday, but I'm working all weekend. So, yeah, happy Wednesdays. I would have a happy Wednesday too, but I have a midterm on Friday, and Supernatural's not on tonight. Although I never watched New Girl last night. I was too busy working on this gravimeter that's never gonna happen. We're gonna come to fruition. I was really excited about it. Sort of. Man, it would have been kind of expensive though. You would have had to buy a capacitance meter and somehow make all this stuff really accurately. It would have taken a lot of work, but. And then I thought, oh, we'll just, like, make a high-altitude weather balloon and send it up. Ha! That would be so difficult. That'd be harder than taking it on a plane. So. And that wouldn't get us the values we need anyways. So, adios. Well, did I mention Earth Day? They're gonna also have a, speaker. He's the only stand-up economist. I saw him at Conservation Remix. Yep. Did I say about Valve? Valve is next week is Earth Week, and we're going to, in my economics class, we're going to go to a few of the lectures. They have lectures going on all week. So we're gonna go to a few of those, and one of them is by Guy Valve, and he's gonna talk about being green in the coding, computer programming, gaming world. So that'll be cool. So I should go feed Sam now. And adios.